Alright. There'll be another video I'll post after this of the constant interruptions I was getting. But, that just comes out with the biz. But let's talk about. I talked about this cup yesterday with a set of cups. There's Mr. Right and Mrs. Right, right? And mine's a little chipped. Mine's a little chipped. And when it first got chipped, I was kind of disheartened because I liked these. It was like one of the first cutesy things that we bought. It was on one of our trips. We went to Alcatraz when we were in San Fran. Like, well, I don't think we had the kids with us. So it was just me and her, I think. I want to say, yeah, I want to say it was just me and her. Did we? I don't think the kids have been to Cali. Well, they might have. I can't remember. But anyway, no, I think it was just us because I bought these and stuff like that. Yeah, because we had the Jeep. Yeah. Yeah, we went to go see Mark. So that could have been that trip. But anyway, it's one of the first cutesy things that I'm, you know, like I said, I was kind of disheartened when it got chipped. But then, when you, as with all things, as with all things, time helps you is one of the biggest things you can use just to reflect on things. I am Mr. Right, but I had some flaws, you know, and she still loved me anyway. You know what I mean? So I just try to think about that. It's like, dude, I got some flaws, but you know, every time I sit here and I feel like I'm not enough, or I can't do enough, or something like that, I just try to think about, I know for a fact one person loved me just because I was me. Just me. Not because I was born from them. Not because they were born for me. They chose me. That's some awesome shit, dude. And so, cheers to that. Allie, I did not forget to give you waffles because we don't have waffles. We're gonna pause this again. Well, you won't know it's again, but I know it's again. Oh, all right. Yeah, we were talking about the cup and everything like that, and how self-reflection or reflection period, you know, lets you see things in other lights, and just now during this little pause, I was getting the toast and stuff like that ready for the kids because they're just wanting to eat. So I'm just like, here, food. All right, if you're playing for more than 15 minutes at least. Bubby, get over here. Come on, man. He is a terrorist. But yeah, I just had an epiphany. Like lately, I just, in my head, I'm just, I always sit here and think people are, have ulterior motives. Everybody. Yeah, flowers, baby. Yep. Go and eat. 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 Bubby, Jesus Christ. Set. Set. I'll talk to you like a cocker spaniel, I swear. On your butt. Thank you. Jeebus. Oh, yes, I see you see it. That's sitting on your butt. She's gotten to this point where, like, if I'm, trying to correct Bubby or whatever like that, she'll sit there and be like, "Well, I'm not doing it, Dad. Look at me." And, I give her moments, man. I don't want to give it too much, but, like, if that's going to steer her toward doing, like, better behavior a little bit, let's go for it. I'm for it right now. But, yeah. Try not to raise my voice. Sometimes I do, because I'm not hitting. Well, Bubby, I tap like Caesar with the fucking dogs. I'm not hitting, dude. I refuse. I fucking refuse. Oh, God. No. It's selfish, That just comes from selfishness. And that's what I was trying to get to, selfishness. I'm sitting there in my hurt and whatever like that, being all selfish and stuff like that. You know, worrying about how I feel. You know, and I gotta think about what the kids are going through and how I'm acting, you know, sits there and, messes with them. Fucking also with Leah, dude. I've been sitting back too long. I haven't been texting her. I haven't been talking to her. And like I said, you can make excuses and all of them are shitty. All of them. Oh, I was so fucking in my own shit that I couldn't talk to my daughter, dude. I'm changing that around. I already texted her this morning about fucking her foot and stuff like that. We're gonna text once a day. Text once a day, dude. I dropped the ball on that. Fucking, I gotta fix that shit. Gotta fix it. I love that little girl. In fact, I'm gonna text her again. Just because. She's probably in school. I don't give a shit. Alright, yeah, you just got to see quiet time. Yes, they're gonna fight. Yo, why are we playing musical chairs?
No, I'm just paying on Mika for Bubby. Just paying on Mika for Bubby. I know he's watching my top.
How about you move your tablet over and then just sit in that chair, you both can watch it at the same time. If you guys are gonna cross stuff like that, then don't make them think that you stole it from them. Bobby, get to your chair. See, he thinks you stole it. Yeah, hear that? That's what happens. He is a terrorist. Hey, just we explain. We don't. You gotta remember, he's way younger than all of us. All right, let me over here. Watch, he's gonna turn it. Come here. Boom, 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 boom. Look, now you can eat your food and see it too. Look. Look. See? Yeah.
See, you got Mika too. No, well,
Dude.
Stop hitting me.
Okay, hold on. I guess we're stopping this. Dude, I don't know what it is. It's like today, every time I start getting something rolling, it's just like something comes up from the side. It's like, nuh-uh, son. Just doing the fucking dishes, dude. I had to fix the dishwasher. Just making toast for the kids. Had to sit there and adjust the little fins because for something happened, another break and slide in between the slot. And now, for some reason, he is very unhappy with how we have just bowed down to every one of his needs now, and he's just mad. And he woke up kind of angry too. Remember this, future Logan. Remember this, and future Logan too. Allie, you just focus on you. Don't touch him. Don't do nothing. He's being a butt. We keep our hands to ourselves, sir. Bubby! I'm gonna correct this right now. It's like he has a limited vocabulary, and so like, how do I approach him, and without saying, "Be nice," to him repeatedly? You be nice. You be nice. You be nice. It's just, James was not like this. James was easy, dude. I mean, I got him into video games early, though, too. I got him into video games real early. He would be on his little VTech. He had that back. He had, you got Young Einsteins or whatever like that. And then but the one game he loved was that Backyardigans game, and it had this. I'd be sitting on one side. I had my computer set up and everything like that. I was playing Diablo 2 because Diablo 2, and fucking he'd be on the other beside me, you know, playing on his VTech and stuff like that. And the Backyardigans had this downhill race. Hey guys, hey, let's keep our hands to ourselves. Number one, son. Allie, you stay. Don't instigate it. Thank you. But anyway, yeah, fucking James be playing the fucking down the Backyardigans game, and the only way you could go faster than the computer was by counting by ones, by twos, by threes, and it would progressively get higher. Now, the cool thing about this Backyardigans game is I don't think it capped. I think it capped at 18. Because I don't remember, maybe he was going higher. I've seen higher numbers on it, but he was rocking that shit, bro. He'd fucking just be going and going and going.
Dad, we can go here and go to the, and we can go swim.
And then I think that's why he was so good at, math. He's good at math. He's good at it. And he could have, Allie. Yep, there's a kid playing the kid. What? All right, that's cool. Thank you.
Yeah, we can.
I'm trying to record.
Yeah, we can swim here. It's a live water.
See, that's one of those moments of like, you're trying to convey something like, hey, I'm trying to record here, but I haven't downloaded that information into them yet. That I need them to shut the fuck up. No, I don't need them to shut the fuck up. And the days are fine. I'm getting amped up too because, and I usually do get it in the morning because I fast and it's only water and coffee. And that initial caffeine bump, even though it usually levels me out throughout the day, the initial hit just like, just fucking makes your mind race a bit. That doesn't need to help anymore, But then you level out and you start getting good, That's usually after the first pot. Oh. A lot of water, though. A lot of water. Fucking didn't do my run this morning. I'm sore. All that just hopping around in the fucking lawnmower. I mowed the whole property, used my Ray-Ban glasses, capture a lot of feeds. We're going to do a lot more of that. Maryland, I'm setting up for a lot more one-wheel footage. Got my Insta360 going. We're going to bring all the stuff down. We're going to, edit some footage, and we'll post some footage there for the channel. Every day, dude, we're going to pop out something, and then we'll go from there. We'll make more videos. I'm thinking about, during our trips, have like an Allie Attacks America, because she hasn't seen this. She hasn't seen some of this stuff. She was a kid. We took her to when she was a baby. She was in New York. She's been to DC. She's been around a bunch of places, but tiny. Let's go big. And I want to see it. I want to like really do it from her point of view. You know what I mean? So maybe I'll have to rig up some type of maybe staple a camera on her head. If you remember the reference to the movie, post it in the chat or the comments down below. That was a great movie. I'm not watching. I'm recording. You need pants on. Can we just run around in a t-shirt and underwear? Now we'll be recording, dude. No, it's not in front of the camera either, baby. I'm not having that. You have to go all Liam Neeson on the motherfucker, track a motherfucker down and kill him. That wouldn't be cool. Look at all this stuff. This one, just be able to spin it around like a helicopter. Another reference. Peter Pablo. But, and you attach this to that, or like this, and I can make it a tripod, which should be, it's dope. It's So that's gonna be good for outside stuff. Telescopes out. Telescopes out. It does the telescoping. I don't understand that. But look at that. Go Go Gadget Dick. Whoa. 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 That was obligatory. I had to. I have, you know, certain nerd cred to keep up. Or they take away your card. And they take away your nerd card, dude. Then you can't go to the Babbages in the sky. Alright? Another reference. Alright, good old water. Tasty. So we were talking about reflection and stuff like that. Then we'll take a new approach with Allie. She gets all like super ramped up, right? You know, when I'm trying to go in and protect and correct her or whatever like that, or instruct her, right? And they say ADHD comes from like from PTSD, right? Like, and when you break it down, it comes from being a child, not enough love, not feeling safe. So I've been coming up with this thing. I say, you know, I've been coming up. Yeah, I've been doing it for an hour and a half. Well, all this morning. You know, anytime I had to come in correct, I started seeing her getting that crazy look in her eyes, or whatever like that, or she's not really like in it. Bringing the hug. Let her know she's safe. Let her know I see her. You know what I mean? And let her know that Daddy's here. You know what I mean? And I'm here to protect. As you eavesdrop. And I do it because I love her. You know? And it's just like I mentioned in the last thing. I'm not fucking whipping out my dude. I'm not whipping out my kids, dude. I'm not doing it. I'm not yelling like a fucking monster at my children. I'm loud. I'm big. I was like, and just like, you know, I mean, I'm sitting there saying this stuff is because, you know, when I was going through all the stuff with the, you know, with Ange's death and everything like that, I was filled up with so much stuff and I was, you know, being selfish, thinking of myself, you know, same thing, and just not processing things properly, right? It was a lot for me to swallow. I was seeing, you know, the life that we had. I was a we and now I'm a he again, you know? So, I mean, for those of you who like to change your pronouns, my pronouns was we, and now I'm a he. It's a rough transition, bro. Rough. I'm still a we here. And she's in there. But, you know, so saying all that, you know, they're walking through it too. I'm not in this storm by myself. You know what I mean? And I gotta think about that before I let the thoughts in my head let me get mad at people for things they haven't done. Just because I see certain actions and I think certain things. Because I've seen it in my family. That's where my damage is at. You know? And it's not carrying over. It stops here. This is where it stops. And that's for future Logan. It stops. And if it doesn't do, when you look back on these and you haven't done right, bro, I know we usually look at failure as like first attempt in learning, and, you know, what did we learn, and let's move forward. Bro, you fail on this, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's what we do, son. Built for this life, obviously. And they're going to be warriors too. And that's your job, to make a better warrior. You got lucky. Don't rely on luck with them. And I'm not. That's my message. I'm not. I'm a dreamer, right? So in my head, and you know, those of you I've confided into and stuff like that, it's like, dude, I will fucking burn this planet the fuck down. I've made that statement before, right? And that's a fool's way of conveying that I have no control in a situation and I have energy to expend. And I don't have a really constructive way to do it. That was my adult moment of the day. It's fucking, god damn these fucking headphones. Dude, like every fucking 5 to 10 minutes, and it doesn't see it on the Razer app or whatever like that, and I'm not trying to do that in stream. Bugging me, bro. Bugging me. These little things, dude. Little things. But, dude, I can't change that. Can't change that it happened. Can't change all that other stuff. I can change how I react. And I'm not reacting. Well, that time I got acted mad. I'm trying to make a conscious effort not to be an angry asshole. Alright? Even though that is factory default. Factory default. I built up all these walls, you know, before I met Ange and shit like that, to, you know, protect myself, you know. And Ange, you know, we tore those walls down, and I built walls around us. You know what I mean? And they were actually good walls. They were permissive. Is that the one I'm looking for? They allowed things to come back and forth. But then after that, I felt myself building up these walls again that allowed nothing in or out. I had to start changing that shit. That's what you're seeing here. It's because that guy's back. But that part of me, that, you know, that flame, that spark, that hope, that faith, it's back. Like, I have faith that one day these children are going to have the relationship that Ange and Mark have, you know. Because right now, dude, Bubby is not having it. But it is what it is. It's cool seeing it differently. Because I was the eldest. And Amber was the youngest. By 2 years, actually. So, well, and they're 3. So it's pretty cool. Allie's gonna be a fucking terror. I gotta focus that. Bubby, I don't know. We'll see more as his personality develops. But definitely self-defense. Fucking weapons training. Come on. You make them warriors and then teach them to be peaceful. That way, whoever the fuck you mongoloids are voting for, because I don't vote. I don't. My vote is, let's restart. And before we do this, that's a whole other stream. And it's not just, you know, blow things up just to sake to blow things up. I feel if all of us as people, we got this fucking things, all of us as a people started taking control of, you know, what we build, what we have, you know, especially food and farmers and stuff like that. You know, that's where we would start with the food. That way, as long as everybody's getting fed, we're good to go. You know, but that would have to have a handshake with these farmers are making this sacrifice for the greater good. So we that aren't farming have to make a sacrifice for the greater good that is commensurate and equal. You know what I mean? And that's just to here and help the farmers, keep up business. If they need supplies, well, those facets of the supply chain, you are now responsible for supplying them with the return of, hey, I'm getting fed. Same with electricity. Those guys are gonna have to fucking, once we rebel or whatever we do or make our stand, those guys are gonna have to supply fucking electricity. Why? Because they're doing it for the guys that are supplying this. We're supplying electricity for the farmers, and the farmers are supplying us with food. You know what I mean? I will fix all this stuff because I'm getting food. I will come to the schools, fix the stuff because they're training my kids. You know what I mean? And that's how we should work. This fucking what we got now is dumb. Dumb. I'm all for rewarding those who do good and have hard work, but it's got to be fucking hard work, bro. Making deals with your buddies so you make more money is not hard fucking work, bro. It's not. I don't feel it is. I'm one of. I do have that, Midwest. I guess they'd say backward, fucking thinking. You're making that much money. Back in the day, even the so-called guys that were, philanthropists, they were only doing it because they had so much and the government was giving them shit. You know what I mean? The people were giving them crap because you have so much and there was so little on the bottom. Not saying socialism. I'm saying responsibility. You're gathering up all those resources. You are taking up all the manpower, the minerals, the land space. Doing what? Sitting on his knees? That's how he's doing it. He's going to get hurt if he doesn't do it right. Anyways. But yeah, that's my little bunny rabbit thing right there. Let's not get into that. So I don't think any of these presidents are doing it right. I was born into a system I didn't vote for. Well, you don't want to do that because you're going to push that chair away from the table. Thank you. Good job, baby. I'm a little radical in my thoughts. But, back in the day, I was really, about it. I wasn't conforming. Fuck all that bullshit. And now, you get kids, stuff like that. That's how they wean you into the game, dude. That's how they get you, man. Because you, as a human being, you want that happiness. I want good for my kids. Yeah, you gotta do A and B to get C. Hell yeah. Who loves playing with trucks and cars? We saw excavators and stuff go down our road the other day, yesterday, pointing at them, doing our thing. That was pretty cool. I should be brush hogging the back of my property, but I don't have a brush hog. Should rent one. Because now's the time to do it before it gets all leafy. If I just do that whole line, I'll be able to get back there. And I want to plant blackberries all along the stuff anyway. I need to all this stuff that's gonna I got this big list of little things of what I want to do. Like I said, the first thing I want to do is the chicken coop. You get the chickens rolling. Chickens fulfill a lot of things. Meat, fun little birds. They're fucking great. This will be great. But they're also a pain in the ass too. That's I want to learn a lot from it. Get the kids used to, self-sufficiency, learning chores, responsibilities, and the like. What else is it gonna do? It's gonna be a neat project. I had meat birds. I didn't do it last year. Thank God. Fuck. But this year, the goal is to get the egg layer set up, and then I'm going to do a run of meat birds when I get back. It's kind of for Michigan, late start to run meat birds, especially if you want to do 2 cycles. But I'm only going to do maybe one run of maybe 30 or 40. fucking really don't need that many. That'd be a chicken a week. I don't really need that. Probably about 25, 30. And then, die off. I'll probably, where I did the first 30, the first couple runs that one year, I had a loss of like maybe 2 birds. No, I did lose 2 birds. One in the brooder because that fucker was retarded or something. I don't know. Birds are dumb. And then one in the tractor because he got ran over and because it pulled and fucking he was just tore up. He didn't make it. But I still got him. I still processed him. So that was all right. So was that really a loss? I don't know. But it's fucking the eggs. The eggs one's gonna be weird because I'm gonna be worried about winter. Even though the neighbors up through here, I see them birds out in the snow doing their fucking thing, dude, not giving shits. So we'll see. We'll go. And then next year, cows. Moo-moos. So I want beef, chicken. I want my fucking, my green onions. I want some peppers, because they're fucking great. My taters, my corn. And I'll have it all. And I'll have my fish, right? Yeah, the fish. I want like lettuce. I want to grow lettuce. So I want fish tacos. So we'll have to grow some lettuce. We'll see how that goes. We'll see. We have goals. Oh. We can't go anywhere, baby. Oh.
We can go anywhere.
I think that was concluded,
Mika
actually.
Goes.
Are you done eating?
Yeah.
You go get me your brush. That's how to brush your hair.
Please don't brush on my boobies, okay?
Copy. I guess we'll finish up packing and we'll probably stream tonight.
I already packed.
You didn't pack, Ellie. Back up.
I didn't pack.
But yeah, I'll probably stream the game tonight, maybe a little bit. Stop yelling, please.
Look, Dad, I packed all the things.
Hey, you didn't pack anything.
Want to see?
All right.
Want to see
Catch you
it?
next time.